Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Monday, August 26, 2013. I'm Astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, first off, I've got all 12 of your zodiac signs up for the horoscope of the week, and I have the big webinar this weekend on September 1st. Check it out. I'm doing it at 9 a.m. Pacific, so everybody around the world can check it out. And I think it's so important because this week is that game changer, the new reality stepping in. We got the Sun opposing Neptune today, and the Sun is now in Virgo. This is the reality energy, but this is also Venus that's in Libra at the perfect spot in this cardinal cross as it squares Jupiter, as it squares Pluto, and as it perfectly opposes Uranus. And as part of this Jupiter-Uranus square, I mean, we really have to pay attention to the new chapters that are being put right in front of us. And sometimes it can be a shock that's so radical that it freaks some people out. For others, it could be that exciting change in your life that you've been looking for. And it's about accepting it, about paying attention to the signs. There are so many signs as Neptune is opposing the Sun today, and we can't forget about those. Remember, all this energy that's in Virgo can tend to be over-analytical, but it also is very grounded. It's about not forgetting, though, about more of maybe the imagination you want to add into things in this reality. Maybe not taking it so seriously either, remembering to lighten up a little bit as we are going through extreme change. We are going through extreme relationship changeovers. Literally, the chessboard is being changed in all of our lives to reorganize the pieces and align, into a life and into a new strategy plan that's more in alignment with how we really feel, more of the comfort levels that we want, having relationships now that are based more on the emotional field we're in our life, and maybe more of where our plans are at now. Plans tend to change, and this is an interesting dynamic change of plans for a lot of us, as we have spent a lot of the last 3 months over processing a lot of our feelings. I think it's been good, or opening up is a better way to describe this, as really looking at the different roads we can take in our lives. And this is bringing us to getting more and more cornered into making a decision, taking the action, because we have Mars now at the end of Cancer about to head into Leo here in the next day and a half, which is going to bring us into jamming into this heart, coming into this power, coming into our passions, our happiness. And this is us really, processing internally, grounding our reality into this is the relationships I need. These are the values I want to manifest. This comes about what you want to manifest. It is a free will universe, but there are destiny points we are all reaching with this free will. And whenever you reach these points, you go in whatever direction you want. I'll be honest, some are better than others, can get you more to the bigger destiny points that you want. I think it's the signs today that you need to pay attention to. And I guarantee you over the last 3 days that this has been a weird twister of events that is twisting your soul into come into these new chapters, these new relationships, these new directions that can be very unpredictable, that came out of nowhere. And I pay attention as Venus is now at 11, 12 degrees of Libra. This has been going on for over a week. Some of these people could have come in just instantly in your life in the last week, and really this is a weird twister that's going to all take us into wherever we guide us by the signs. We can't get over analytical or overly process too much to where we don't allow the flow to happen either. We can't get too controlling of this. We can't get over dominating either, as there are emotions on the table, whether it's with you or me or the others. There are certain plans that people have embedded and concreted in that aren't going to just be changed easy. And then, of course, there's this self that we all want to be free. We all want to take our own journey and be freed and to have the excitement of our own journeys. And so this brings to where the partnership level is so important to see if the emotions, the plans, and the individual selves all can come together. If they can't, it becomes extremely difficult. The realities aren't going to mesh well. We're all not going to be able to come into this together, and that's okay. I talked over the weekend about this new Earth forming of the 4D, 3D, of how, there was these dimensions splitting. And it's funny that we all experience them here in this reality, but yet we can all go into these separate directions that are magical and weird and different, yet all still be connected, but all still be on different roads. And it's a weird changeover. This is the train tracks crossing right here, and with this train track crossing, last minute decisions come, last minute epiphanies come, last minute fortunes change over, last minute roads change, tickets change, things change. But also, things become concreted into that road at this time. But you can't forget about whatever signs are in front of you at this point. You can't forget about how you have bagged so much of your emotions up that it's time to use them. You have enough in your savings account emotionally. You know exactly where you want to feel. Where is it that you want to feel? What people do you want to feel with? And this is the energy that is so important, as it's time for you to step into that. And it is today that, to me, is the signal of a huge week of a crossover. This whole entire week is a train track crossing, and leaving old towns, leaving old energies, leaving old relationships, leaving old senses of values, but more importantly, old things that you have manifested. Whether that's a relationship, whether that's a job, whether that's a home, whether that's anything that goes underneath this Libran energy or these cardinal signs of these new directions we must take, is bringing a new manifestation energy to the forefront for you to manifest differently in your life, to go into a better road, and to actually go into more of a road with the people and the situations and the plans that you feel. And if you're having difficulties not being able to express this, somebody can be very difficult, where you're going to have to step up to the plate. You're going to have to come out with, hey, this is what's going on, this is what I need, and see if your guys' roads, see if your guys' plans, but more importantly, see if your guys' unique journeys can find a way to harmonize together. And I think that Monday, whether or not you're willing to bring out with it, it's you understand it. You understand it inside. You understand this road you want to go. Maybe all those minor details aren't there, but the core of that is knowing where you must go. And we've got Mercury trining Pluto, which is, we need to start to understand these plans more and more as the week comes. So it is Monday that we are ready to come onto these train tracks and get ready to pick what station or which direction we go. And it is Monday that doesn't forget you to listen to the signs, because they're leading you to something very important this week. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com, if you have any questions or if you want a one-on-one reading with me. Thank you guys for all your support, and I can't wait to see what tomorrow brings.